What's up, guys? My name's Changer Danger. I'm here today with my friend Maddie, and we are about to go diving. Well, you can tell our hair is wet. We just went. I wasn't expecting to be making a video today, but the water was just so beautiful, and we got into this battle with this evil beast, and then we also found a really good little teeny tiny friend. I don't want to spoil any of what we saw out there for you guys. We're about to go get in the water. If you're coming from TikTok, by the way, put the octopus emoji. I might have spoiled it already, but put the octopus emoji if you're coming from TikTok. I love you guys from TikTok. Thank you so much for your support. If you guys aren't subscribed already, go down, hit the subscribe button, and then ring the bell. It's the best way to make sure you see all my videos as soon as they get posted. I don't want you to miss anything. And then ring the bell too, so you get notified when the post goes up. One last thing, guys, I promise. We just unlocked the join button. So if you want to join and become a member, you'll be able to unlock a bunch of cool features like exclusive emojis that I custom made for you guys. So go down, click join, and I appreciate your support. Okay, let's get back to the video. Nothing else to talk about. Let's get in the water. Are you excited?
Oh yeah.
Here it is, the evil beast, the big piece of plastic. Nah, just kidding. And then we saw these parallel lines in the sand. It was so strange. They look like train tracks just going forever. What could have made those? Literally, look at how long these are. It is so amazing. So I think a fish did it, but it's just crazy that it went so straight for so long. And then I found this thing. It's this big piece of metal. And I was like, what the heck is this? And then I realized it has coral on it. And I was like, what? Why is coral growing on this piece of trash? I was like, okay, maybe I can break it off if I bend it back and forth enough. And I couldn't. So I was like, okay, I guess I have to put it back because there's coral on it. I don't want to take coral out. And then look at this weird piece of metal. It accidentally poked me. And then I was like seeing if I could lift it. And this thing is just massive. Like, what even is that? And then this is the true beast, the evil gargantuan, the fishing line stuck to the coral head. And all kinds of things are growing on it. So I have to get it off as fast as possible. I started pulling it away bit by bit, piece by piece. And then it's just taking a lot of time down there. And I'm like, okay, frick this. I got to just pull this whole damn dringle off before I run it out of breath. So I just yank it. It kind of breaks and there's a lot of pieces left. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this piece off, make sure there's nothing living on it. I found this little shell. I put him back on the reef so he can keep on feeding because he's still alive. And then got a couple more pieces, what I could, while I still had that breath with me. And I was like, all right, let's take this to the surface. And then this is when I realized that there was a piece of coral growing on the fishing line. How does that even happen? So I spent some time breaking it off. It took a lot of work to get this thing off. It was like really ingrown into this coral. And I checked, I didn't see any living polyps in it. Finally got it off and put the fishing line in my pocket. And then now it's time to take this coral back down there so it can grow or something. I didn't film myself putting it down, but it's over there on the right side. And then just pulling the rest of this fishing line off of this big coral head, hoping that it will recover after we get as much of it off as possible. It's really irritating and sad to find these things. I actually was diving down, just looking at other stuff, and then noticed it, and I was like, oh man, here we go. So later on, I saw all these boys, and they're looking at something, and I was like, what are these boys looking at? And I was like, there's a dang shark in there. I was like, hi. And he was like, and I think I was making him kind of nervous, and I was like, don't be nervous, I'm your friend. And he was so cute, and I want to show you guys how big he was. I think he was like 4 or 5 feet long. And then when I was down there, I noticed something in this hole. So I was giving it a little double finger action in both holes, and then finally just hitting it from the back hole. It was my friend Squirt. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, he is so tiny. Definitely the teeniest, tiniest octopus I've ever seen ever in my life. He's so tiny. He's barely the size of my thumb, but he kind of spreads out with all of his little leggies. And he's just so dang cute. I couldn't get enough of it. Look at how small he is. He's so adorable. And I just wanted to take as many clips as I possibly could so that I could show you guys how cute my little friend Squirt is. And he was a little confused at first. He was like, where are we going? And I was like, don't worry, Squirt, I'm your friend. And then I wanted to let my friend Maddie hold him, but she had never held an octopus before, so she was kind of nervous.
Is he sucking on to you?
He's just chilling. Put your mask on. And I was like, put your mask on so that you can see my boy. And then I'll pass him over. And then sure enough, he loved sitting in Maddie's hand. It was so adorable. I was so happy that they were able to make friends. And I'm already getting cold. You can tell that I'm shaking. But it was just so cool to see my little friend squirt. So I had to get as much time with him as I possibly could. And then he wanted to go back and hang out with Maddie. And Maddie was doing a super job of taking care of him and making sure that he was very pleasant and chill and happy and giving him a nice little place to rest. And it was just so cute. And then he said he wanted to go for a little swim. And I was like, okay, go. And then he swam and he can barely swim. He's so tiny. It's so funny. He's so slow to swim because he's just so small. And you can see the water going in and out of his little filter system up inside of his head and those little gills or whatever. I don't really know a lot about octopus anatomy, besides that he's got the big head and all the tentacles, and his connective tissue is his nervous tissue is all over his body. So even if one of the legs gets lost or even if the head is removed, he can still move around. It's crazy. And look at this cute little boy. This was a moment in the water where I finally realized how cute he is. Just seeing him posted up on Maddie's fingers, so adorable with those tiny little tentacles, just cruising and chilling, hanging out with us, being our little friend. Where'd he go? Huh? He said he wanted to do a magic trick and he disappeared, and now he reappears. Nothing is wrong. And then I was like, I wonder if he can fit into Maddie's belly button. That would be so funny. And then he did. He's so small. But he didn't want to stay there for long. And then he wanted to swim some more. And so we went swimming. And then look at him swim along. He's so cute and tiny, teeny, tiny boy. And then now he's back in my hand just hanging out. So adorable. Taking a little rest after that swim. I have to be really careful about how far I let him swim because other fish will see him as a snack. And so I got to make sure that if I'm letting him swim, I'm super close by. Otherwise, he's got to be down in the reef where he's protected because he can go into holes. So we're going to finally say bye to him now, let him go back to his home. I tried to put him down in the nicest little hole I could. And then he swam over here and I was like, where are you going? And then I was like, okay, I'll just watch carefully and make sure that he's okay. You can see he's camouflaging so well into the reef. You can barely see him. And then he's over here now, and you can see him when he moves, but otherwise he's so camouflaged. And I was like, okay, I think he's got it. I went back down just to check on the hole that he found. Didn't want any accidents to happen. Gave him one last little tiku pet, and then waved goodbye to my friend Squirt. So good to see him. Okay, guys, so we just got back from swimming with the little teeny tiny baby octopus. You're so cute. How cute was that octopus?
That was cute.
Oh my gosh. So before we got in the water, Maddie was like, will you find me an octopus? And I was like, yes. Thinking like, I don't know if I actually can. But Squirt, the teeny octopus, came out to play. It was so cute that we found him and he wanted to hang out with us. And I had such a good time. And then we also found that evil fishing line that was wrapped around the coral reef and even had a piece of coral growing inside of it. I was like, what a dilemma trying to get this thing out, but I don't want to break the coral and I got to get it out. Like, it was crazy. And so there's always more and more trash to take out here. So I'm happy to be out here getting to take it out. And I appreciate you guys' support by liking, commenting, sharing this video, subscribing, telling your friends, smash the bell, ring the button. Help me. And so I think that's it, guys. We don't need to talk about a crazy amount of stuff today. Oh, and we also saw a shark and I completely forgot about it because of how cute the tiny octopus was, but Maddie reminded me, so thank you. But yeah, we saw the shark and that was cool. We saw some really cool stuff and I appreciate your guys' support. So thanks for coming to watch today, and I hope that I see you guys next time out in the ocean here in Hawaii. Okay, bye.